You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
You set up the prop. Okay, Hamby, I see you working. There you go. There is the play. It's not like I thought it was funny. We had some comments in the YouTube like I don't like when he drew the play up. Like he's giving away secrets.
Yeah, man. Internet,
first of all,
not the real place.
He's a pretty smart guy. Like I doubt he's just drawing up the play that he's going to break out and like the 2-minute offense in the Super Bowl to win it. Okay,
that was in like the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's really
love the interview. Just didn't like that part.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and just break down like this real quick. Every team runs this play. This play is featured on Madden. It wasn't like
he's been in Madden for 10 years.
Yeah, it's not like he just like went into the bag and was like, you know what?
Here's something y'all never seen before.
I really like Brent and Austen a lot. I really like their show. Let's try to get the viewership up a little bit. And let me go ahead and disclose the most secret play that I've ever read. Like, no. Right. Like, every team runs this play. Every defense is aware of this play. I mean, it's really not a big deal. And trust me, if it was a big deal, he wouldn't have shared it.
He wouldn't have shared it, yeah. But it was cool to listen to him talk through it and go through it and even give it a little anecdote of that Trevor's 4,000th yard came on this play, which also like shows that to me. I was thinking that a little bit more. I'm like, oh, that's interesting that he brought that up. There were a lot of different plays that they use that a lot. And, I mean, I can see the Jacoby Myers. It feels like every catch Jacoby Myers was probably under this formation. I know it wasn't, but it felt that way. But it's interesting that resonates with him. That 4,000 yards. And you knew in that game, that was Tennessee, right? You know, he was playing a little bit longer than people wanted him to be in, I think, in that game. You knew that was important for them to get that. I'm not sure for Trevor. I mean, sure, Trevor probably liked to get it. But I think for the organization, for the team, for the coaches, for everyone else. And I guess that's just not a number that really sticks out to me. But it was a milestone, like that 4,000 yards. And I feel like a decent amount of people do that now. So it doesn't seem like crazy. Like kind of like a 1,000-yard rusher, but there's still some meaning to it. And I thought it showcased, it obviously had some meaning to Liam to get him to 4,000 yards because, I mean, that was part of what he said when he was sharing this play.
One would say the most meaning of 36 years of drawing plays. That's one that he drew. So obviously it meant a lot to him. And the fact that it happened for Trevor Lawrence to getting 4,000 yards, it goes to show you that relationship between Liam Coen and Trevor Lawrence. And speaking of relationship with Trevor Lawrence, I guess we're not going to talk about his hair anymore, are we? If we want to keep a relationship with Trevor Lawrence, because he was not a fan of the follow-up. I felt like we're talking about his hair.
Yeah, he's over the hair. I think there's some things that happen. Like first of all, we go back to that, and one of the things that I talked to some folks, I think internally, I don't think we talked about it on the show, but he kind of impressed that he would do that, given I don't think everybody's doing that. You know, have a little fun with it and everything else. But I just don't know if every quarterback's doing that. Now, maybe Baker Mayfield is. Maybe Mahomes is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they are. But I think he got a lot of credit internally just with the organization, like people, staff, not the football side, to be willing to help out, in that moment. But now I think he'll never do it again. Yep. I think he's so tired of the hair thing.
But like, I mean, this is kind of part of it, though, right? I mean, we saw Mendoza get featured in like a 12-minute like feature film for their Raiders release video, and Kirk Cousins as well.
That's a good point.
It's kind of a common thing, man. You're the face of the franchise, and you just happen to have, you're kind of the hair of the franchise as well.
Yeah, it is. I thought it was a good question. I didn't know that about Harden when you asked that question, so I thought that was a good way to tackle it. And by the way, if the worst thing he's got to deal with is hair questions, I think it's fine. It beats what people were talking about 7 or 8 weeks into the season last year.
No doubt.
So I think he's going to be just okay. I've always wondered this a little bit about Trevor because we've been around him a decent amount over the years in those kind of settings. And, he obviously carries himself with kind of that. He's a star, right? I mean, but he's so regular. He's such a normal person, even though he's on a pedestal in the league as a quarterback, that you almost sometimes forget he's one of the elite athletes in the world, at that position. I just think he's really a regular dude, and I think that's why people love him around here. You can see him in Ponte Vedra, you can see him in Jack's Beach, you can see him at a coffee place, and he feels that way. I think it really resonates. And not all star players feel that way, and we know that.
No, I mean, this is the benefit of it being in a small town.
That's true,
right.
too,
Like people kind of gravitate towards you. Obviously, I grew up around Green Bay, and I saw that firsthand with Green Bay Packers players. Right. It's just it's a special thing. We can go out in the community, and I feel like you're not necessarily getting hounded. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes you're getting hounded, right?
Yeah.
People want pictures and everything, but I think people consider you a member of the community, so they kind of welcome you with open arms and just want to say, "Hey, what's up, Trevor?" and everything. Like, for instance, I had to go to a medical appointment just for a checkup and everything. And the doctor I was talking to was like, "Yeah, man, I see Trevor all the time. At the park. They bring their newborn daughter or whatever. But
Okay.
like, I don't want to say. I'd say I wave at him, but I don't want to like bother him or anything. I'm like, yeah, it's probably pretty cool and everything. Like, it is what it is, man. But yeah, he's an everyday guy. I mean, we found that out firsthand before the interview. Brent was talking to him about golf for like 10 minutes, so that was cool. And then you were talking about golf with Liam Coen as well. Golf is becoming the new this weather's pretty hot, huh? Like, it's just kind of something to, break the
ice a little bit.
And meanwhile, I'm just chill. He was talking about stim ratings, like green conditions. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, the stem meter, yeah.
Whatever, stim. I mean, come on.
Stem cells and stuff.
Whatever,
yeah.
man.
Cell
Yes, you're
replacement.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dog was talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's the real deal.
Hey, man, they like golf. You got to get them comfortable.
Sure.
It's not just me.
Sure. No, I know. Hey, listen, I understand. I know I'm the outlier when it comes to golf. I know everybody in this city and town loves golf.
Parker Washington loves golf.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure all our listeners love golf, but I just don't do it.
Yes, we did talk a little golf, and we have a lot of conversation up there now. That's my favorite part of this whole thing yesterday was, and I do really appreciate the Jags for this. It wasn't like rushed. A lot of times you get these things, they're on to the next thing, especially in season, and that's why it was nice to do this before everything started to go. I was very relaxed and not rushed, and you could get to a lot of things. And listen, we could have got to a million other things, right? But you do appreciate that. So that being said, there's basically 45 minutes of conversation up there on YouTube and other places, everywhere you usually find it right now with the quarterback and the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you can go find it. We'll talk a little bit more about it. I don't want to belabor it too much in some respects, but I also think when we're doing the interview, you go back and listen to some of it last night. We'll put some on TV. We'll have more out there on social media today. I just think it's interesting to go back and listen to some of it. Like I even sent some to I sent the last couple of questions to Providence because I thought they might. I don't know. I don't know how close they're following Liam, but the folks I used to work with a bit up there, and just thought maybe that year two of Liam or kind of pinching himself moment. I thought that was a good answer. That had some depth to it. That answer. The one that gave you chills, I think.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure. Did we
and got you here on time?
No, for sure. Oh, I mean that was more of just
and distracted you so much that you forgot your clothes there.
Oh, I know for sure. Now next time you can get on here on time, that'd be great. But it's all good.
I'm here on time. I just need to make coffee.
Yeah, we're all good. But
first sip.
Yeah, enjoy, man.
What's brewing today?
There we go. Did we send the Trevor Lawrence talking about his wide receivers to like ESPN Fantasy Football? Because I feel like that's gonna
good question. I like that question.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan right now of patting like reporters and hosts on the back.
I don't need your pat. No,
but because that's a very common thing in our industry right now.
It?
Hey, great job with that interview, Austin. You did a great job.
No,
I mean, that was
I'm
a great
set,
question,
man.
Austin.
No
crap, man. Nice job doing your job.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
But I'm saying we gonna try the fantasy football or not? Because
we
that's
could.
Pretty
I think we got to put it out there.
If you're trying to send your stuff to Providence, I would probably send mine to ESPN Fantasy Football. But
it will. We got a little time. Maybe Noah will get on that today. Did you share that one? Did I just retweet that one? Was that the one?
I shared two things, yeah, and that was one of them. Well, I tweeted 3 times today. That's a record.
3 times?
Yeah. Well, one was just a response because everyone's like, yeah, make sure you follow Austin for training camp. I'm like, nope. And I told him, nope, don't do that.
Don't do that.
No. I said, I'm just trying to chill this summer is what I told him.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
It seriously was a good way to go about it with hearing Trevor talk about those guys. But I actually thought Trevor said something more impactful maybe earlier, and I got to find where it was. But I thought this could play pretty. He essentially said, now I'm not sure you got a better combo in the league than what we have. Now, He didn't say it maybe as loudly as I just said it there, but that's kind of what he was saying. He said, I'll put him up there with anybody. which also shows you he's very comfortable. He's confident with that group, and he likes that group. And it's almost like what I was thinking in real time. I was like, well, no excuses here, right? I mean, he's surrounded by a lot of good players that he feels comfortable with. He said it. I mean, he thinks he's got one of the best receiving corps in the National Football League.
I was just going to say what Reese said, and I do agree. I thought he kind of spent the most time on Parker Washington.
Yeah. Interesting.
Which goes to show you a little bit. I mean, obviously, like every single wide receiver means a lot to Trevor Lawrence, but he seemed to be like a little extra giddy when he was describing Parker. Now, maybe that's because I think he was the first one in the list, whatever, but like you can't deny that. So then it begs the question of, you know, is Trevor Lawrence going to be involved with these negotiations and just maybe, you know, reiterating how important Parker Washington is to this team if they're trying to sign Parker to a new contract?
That's interesting. I think he gets – I don't know if he goes to a bat for that. We've asked this a little bit in the past with other guys, right? But I just wonder how those conversations do take place. Is that a Coen with Gladstone, or Gladstone's just yapping a little bit with Trevor, and he's like, hey, man, we got to get this guy locked up. He does a lot for our offense. Like, I think it's very casual is my point, right? I don't think it's like, hey, let's go in the office, shut the door. I got to talk to you about something.
No,
right?
But I think after last year's performance, especially how Trevor Lawrence ended, I think he has cemented himself now as, you know, the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
And I think when you do that, you know, it's like the Joe Burrow effect they have in Cincinnati. It's like,
true,
you know, the Josh Allen effect in Buffalo. Like, I feel like when you eclipse a certain plateau and it's like, okay, we can trust you now, you're the guy going forward, then I think that comes with more responsibility. And I think maybe some of that responsibility would be, hey, man, Parker Washington, Trevor, do we need him? Like, we definitely need him. You need him. I mean, if we're willing to pay a little extra, is that okay? Like, I think some of those conversations probably come into play. I mean, he's the quarterback.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't they? If it makes you comfortable, makes your job better. And I think they should, by the way, ask him and casually or sit him down anyway and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, not necessarily negotiate the contract, but how much does he make you better? Right? Like, that would be the thing. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that with a guy you're paying $250 million to with Trevor Lawrence, and you feel like you're going to probably do it again at some stage? He's that important to the organization. But, yeah, I think the Parker stuff is interesting. What was the quote that Coen said? Time to kill? Or let's go kill?
Yeah, I think it was time to kill.
Yeah, it's like
ready to kill.
That's pretty good from Parker. It sounds like he's ready to go regardless of what happens with the contract. And I still feel like that's going to get done. Did you leave that at all yesterday? Like, hey, this might linger a little bit, or maybe it'll be after this year. I still don't have much doubt that contract is going to get done. Do you?
No. If you go back and watch the interview with the body language and a certain smirk, I feel like it might get done sooner than I anticipated.
From Liam? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll have to go watch that wide view a little bit longer. But I like that. I like your reading body language. This is good. All right. I guess we are going to talk about this a little bit more, because then there's another one. There's another element to this. Like when you're asking about wide receivers, and this is the whole Brian Thomas Jr. thing. We didn't get into it with Liam about BTJ. I thought Liam said a lot in the spring about Brian Thomas Jr., but I also thought Trevor, really unprovoked, brought up just how the chemistry there, just how much the chemistry is better, and kind of raved about Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, said he's going to have a big year. And it wasn't like a nudge to – I mean, it kind of nudged him to be like, all right, tell everybody how good Travis Hunter looks, right? I did do that. But that wasn't a nudge to say, hey, how good is Brian Thomas Jr.? Tell the world. He kind of did it. And I felt like there was a level of excitement from Trevor about Brian Thomas Jr., the growth, the development, their chemistry. And, man, I think that's such a big part of it, because he does something that few people in the league do.
Yeah, I mean, you can't coach speed. And Brian Thomas Jr. has that. And when you can use that speed to get yourself open in space, receive the ball, and then make something happen, like, that's a quarterback's best friend. And we've seen it in OTAs. We've seen the chemistry. We've seen them going back and forth and everything. And it's like Trevor alluded to. Like, you know, a lot of these wide receivers, last year was kind of the first time, you know, really, like, getting a lot of work in with them. Like, Parker kind of elevated his role. Yeah. Jacoby Myers comes in halfway through the season. Right, Brian Thomas Jr., like, for as good as he was his rookie year, was more on Mac Jones than it was Trevor Lawrence. Like, there was some fresh faces, and I think, you know, some growing pains that had to happen just to get comfortable with everybody. And that's the great thing about going into 2026 is everyone's coming back now. Like, you have some sort of rapport. There is no, hey, what's up? My name's Trevor. Hey, my name's Jacoby. Nice to meet you. Like, That's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, I think they should be supremely confident at the wide receiver position. Now, the other side of the coin, and I want to ask you this, and Hamby, you listened to the interview, so I want to ask you this as well. I brought up, Travis Achan leaving, and then Tootin being, Tootin and Rodriguez, and we'll see LaQuinn Allen being some sort of that role. I want to ask you guys this. Before the conversation, how confident were you in the running back group? And then after our conversation with Liam Coen, has that confidence gone up, down, or stayed the same?
I can answer this. I'm a relatively confident in Tootin. I don't know much about Rodriguez. I know what the metrics say and what they're in love with and all those things that they're looking for. And specifically when we bounced back with them and said, like, hey, they really want that first down yardage to go up, right? But I don't know what that means for total success, productivity, all those things. I was a big ETN fan, and so moderately, and I don't think it moved. Like, I don't think I really moved much after his response because I was a little surprised. It's actually one thing that sticks out from the interview, going back to it, is, or not even going back to it, just in my mind, is the fact that he said, hey, you can't replace what Achan. What are we saying?
Achan. That's what he wants. That's what he gets.
Achan said.
Hey, I mean, don't shake it. Hey, man, I know, but, like, that's what he wants.
What Achan.
Bro, half the people in the city still don't know that
what
he did
TJ
TJ,
brought
yeah.
to the table.
Just respect the name, Achan.
But anyway, I don't think it moved much. I was a little surprised that he said it that so loudly. Like, we can't replace that is basically what he said.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting, right? So I would just say I'm still moderate. And most of that is because I'm a fan of Tootin. I think Tootin can do some things. I liked what I saw in the small sample. And I also think the running game is more than just the backs. I think Coen will set that up, and now Pacucci over here too could play a role too.
Yeah, I think I stayed the same, but I think the answer that Austen you're going to be hinting at is that you kind of left a little bit discouraged of if you can't replace ETN or Achan or whatever, you can't. It was more so the fact that that he said we can't replace that explosivity.
Yes,
I was like, why not? Like Tootin, you ran a 4.3.
Yeah,
you should be able to replace that the explosivity.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not really putting much into it, but I could see how you could leave the interview and like, well, hope Trevor's ready to run. Hope they're ready, got these wrinkles ready as extensions to the run game. We better hope those tight ends can really block as well as they think they can, because I guess we're going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, and my opinion hasn't changed, and I've said this since the season was over, and then they didn't, bring him back in Achan. It is the position group that I'm the most worried about.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the transparency that is Liam Coen, because I feel like he always tells it like it is. Even when I think there's room for some gamesmanship, sometimes he just tells it like it is. And yeah, let's be honest, it is going to be hard to replace Travis Achan, right? For as much as he was counted on in that offense last year, whether it was running the football or whether it was being that short, passing safety blanket for Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you immediately lose that. And I was a little surprised where Liam Coen even said is like, yeah, we're not going to be able to replace that. I think most coaches would have said, well, hey, we have some very capable young guys coming in. We got Tootin, he's got speed. We got Rodriguez, who, I have a lot of familiarity with him. He's going to, that's what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But if anything, yeah, my opinion kind of stayed the same. And let's be honest, it is what it is. Like, it's going to be a little wishful thinking. And I think Liam Coen has a little wishful thinking too, that, man, I hope this works out. Like, I hope Tootin is who we think he is. And I hope that Chris Rodriguez can fill that role, which we think he can. But it's not a guarantee. And you don't have a guarantee right now, and running the football is going to be such a paramount in your offense. It makes you a little nervous.
Yeah, that makes me think most important coaches to this entire year, other than obviously Coen and your coordinators, is probably Pacucci. Mm-hmm. If Pacucci does an unbelievable job, you will see the dividends in spades. It'll be a big difference.
Yeah.
Relative to, any other position coaches.
And what I've heard about that, Hamby, a little bit is just some of the tactics and coaching is a little bit different. Obviously,
right.
They're a little bit more in line. He wanted him right when he took the job too, and he was able to get him here. But I don't know what that means. I just don't know what that stuff actually looks like. So I'm not going to get excited about that. But I do think you're right. I think the combination of Coen and Pacucci can make a big difference here. And then marry that together with Morton, obviously, Chad Morton, the running backs coach. it can make a good difference. And that's why I guess I say it's more a compilation than just the guys in the backfield. This is really how you block it, right? How much do they get out of this offensive line as well? Because I highly doubt their inability to run well on first down maybe or gain the 4 or 5 or 6 yards that they want was solely on the running backs.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. And listen, Reese brings up he's giving them an edge. I mean, we can call it that, okay, maybe Liam Coen thinks a lot higher than he's letting on. I just think that he's doing what he's been doing as a coach, and he's letting Tootin earn the spot.
Yeah.
Because it would be easy to say, okay, well, Achan's gone. You were the backup last year, so you're automatically going to be the starting running back.
But now, to that, Austin, real quick, he did talk about Tootin a ton
of course.
With Schrager last week.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we didn't go deeper on that because that had just come out. Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, has he said that Tootin's a starter?
No, yeah.
Exactly. So, like, I think this is more of a thing where
let me see if I can get the quote from him.
Tootin's going to have to earn a spot.
Yeah.
Right? And it was even the whole Rashad White thing, Bucky Irving thing in Tampa. Like, Rashad White was the guy, and he was supposed to be the guy, according to fantasy football experts. And then Bucky Irving comes in, and guess what? He just played better. He produced better. So I don't think Liam Cohen's in the spot right now to say, okay, well, Tootin's going to be our every down back, our bell cow. Like, no, I think you have to earn that, especially going into your second season. I think Liam Coen knows that, and I think Tootin understands that.
Well, I think he has said that he's going to have some he's going to have that opportunity to earn the job, but he's not going to give it to a second-year guy with however many carries, 70 carries or something in his career. That's obvious. I also think this. I think they like Chris Rodriguez more than we know anything about Chris Rodriguez.
No doubt.
Let's just be honest.
Well, they wouldn't.
That's why he's here.
Well, listen, I mean, there's also that might have been a bit of a consolation prize, too, and all that.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
it's out there. They wanted Montgomery.
Yeah.
And Montgomery went to Houston. They lost out on him, so they had to pivot.
Yeah.
Sure. But, like, you're not going to just bring somebody in just out of charity.
Yeah.
Like, they still see him
like
working.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
But they see more than, I guess, the fantasy football player, the average fan, who's paying attention to Washington, right?
Well, fantasy football guys. Rodriguez helped out a little bit when, what's the other dude's name?
Krosky Miret.
The young guy. Yeah.
Let me give you the quote on Tootin. This was a part of a longer answer, but I'll condense it.
This was with Schrager?
That's right.
Last
week.
Yeah.
He said his yards, talking about Tootin, his yards after contact and rushing yards, man, when he can get going and get downhill, I mean, he was 4.28 coming out. He can fly. We're definitely expecting Tootin to have a big year for us.
You know,
and Coen got an 80% reliability rating on Coach Speak Index.
You know, who does that? What is that?
There's a whole page.
Does that get thrown in an AI thing or what? Is that how that works?
They literally go based off of everything they've ever said, pretty much, and compare it to whether it happened or not, and they create their own formula. Yeah, it's a big page on Twitter.
It's pretty wild. It is. It's pretty, with all the cliches and coach, it's kind of a good idea. Now, it seems, holy cow, does that sound like a lot of work? But I guess once you put it in the system, maybe it's not too bad.
Who knows?
AI certainly seems to be helping out there. But, I guess, again, going back to what you were saying, I think I was a little struck by, I just trying to think in real time when he said about we lose some of the explosiveness. I actually thought at times, like, Achan wasn't as explosive as we thought he'd be. I thought he was very productive. I actually thought, like, what we thought he was going to be coming out of Clemson was now maybe what people are expecting out of Tootin, right? This explosive speed, open field, big plays. I mean, what's the longest play in Travis Achan's career in Jacksonville? I mean, probably had a 70-yarder or something, but how many plus 30 yards, let's just say? I have no idea. But it doesn't feel like it was that regular. So I was actually struck a little bit.
We had
by,
the 70-yarder in Week 1 against the Panthers. Remember that?
Yeah. He had a couple last year. He really
had a 48-yarder against the 49ers.
Okay.
And then only one more 40-plus, which was against the Cardinals.
Yeah. And by the way, Liam also gave us some context on that. It's the NFL. You don't have a lot of 40-plus yarders.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So that's why they want to be more in tune with the 6 and 8 and 10 yards. So anyway, I do think it was an interesting part of the conversation there with Liam Coen. I saved this one. I'm going to save this one for a little bit, and we're going to hit a break. We get to Vita Vea and that whole situation. Is there interest there? What do you think about? But we were talking Brian Thomas Jr. earlier. Obviously, some Travis Hunter stuff in there continues to be a topic, and never won't be. So if I ask you guys this, who do they need to elevate, or who will elevate this team from last year to this year more? Brian Thomas Jr., if he's good, or Travis Hunter, if he's good?
Hunter.
On offense and defense, or just on
Yeah, you don't
overall?
have to answer it right now.
Oh, my bad.
but-
I missed that.
Yeah, well, either way, like how it just kind of depends how much you look at it. Like I still don't really, in my mind, feel that Travis Hunter is going to impact a whole lot on offense. I think he's going to impact on defense.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I thought this was an overall type question.
Yeah, if it's overall, I mean, it's obviously Hunter.
Because he can play both sides?
Well, I mean, yeah, we talk about like the shutdown corner that was Jalen Ramsey and how much impact he had on the defense back in 2017. I mean, I think the same thing could be said if Travis Hunter can be a shutdown corner.
Right.
And with Brian Thomas Jr., like, yeah, we would like him to be that wide receiver number one and everything, but I have no problem with Parker Washington, having 100 yards in a game or Jacoby Myers. But we kind of need Travis Hunter to be the guy that's going to take away a number one receiver.
Yeah, I do think that's the obvious answer. I just feel like Brian Thomas Jr. changes your offense so much. He just changes if he has like a big year, he's changing everything you do and the domino effect there. Like the thing about Hunter is he takes that side away, but you also can just attack other things on a defense, and he might never even get his hands on the ball because you're just not throwing his way, even if he's good.
And that's being a game record.
And that is good. That's good. No, I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, there's a reason why, like, the Seahawks are the Seahawks. There's a reason why the Texans are the Texans. There's a reason why Christian Gonzalez, did he get his money? Bought to.
Yeah, but are the Seahawks because of that? Or the Seahawks because of Jackson Smith and Jigba, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think the Seahawks' identity was more on their defense than Jackson Smith and Jigba. Because I think and listen, he might be the best wide receiver in the league, but I can also say, well, Puka Nacua might give him a run for his money. I think the difference between, a top wide receiver is debatable.
Yeah.
I think when you have a top shutdown corner, that's a difference maker. And once again, like with Brian Thomas Jr., yeah, like if he plays like he's capable of playing, would that open up the offense? Of course. But it is the ultimate gamesmanship. It's the ultimate game wrecker. If you have a cornerback and you can say, I'm going to shut down Puka Nacua, I'm going to limit Jack Smith and Jigba. Like, if you can do that and take those guys away, that's everything. I mean, we saw that when the Vikings came here to Jacksonville a couple years ago, when they tried to force feed the ball to Justin Jefferson. And Darnold threw 3 interceptions that day because they were trying to force him the ball. Like that's the way offenses go sometimes. When you have a true alpha wide receiver and an elite guy, yeah, you got a 1A and a 1B. But if you have an alpha guy, you have to go out of your way to get him the ball to make him happy.
Yeah.
And if you have a Travis Hunter that can shut that guy down, man, that's going to make life hard on an offensive play caller and a quarterback.
Yeah, let's hit a break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Vita Vea interested? And why is Zay Jones visiting? It's interesting, right? Zay Jones, obviously former Jags receiver. Could he make a return? And are the Jags looking for something in particular in a wide receiving core we think is obviously pretty loaded right now, at least on paper? We'll be back here on a Tuesday on the eve of camp 2026. And don't forget, hit the YouTube channels all the time. Subscribe to listen to the show daily, but also to see some of the content like the Liam Coen and Trevor Lawrence interviews, plus Storytellers with the 904 with Mike Perkins. You'll get some good stories. And also Curtis Dvorak, Jackson DeVille. That one will be unveiled this week. And that place will be rocking and rolling in the morning. We'll see you at the Miller Electric Center. Don't forget to register, by the way, on the Jags website if you want to go to a camp practice.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil change without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue? Just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austen. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
the NFC,
He gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
the PGA,
Unbelievable.
World Cup soccer, NASCAR,
Denny Hamlin, big time victory in Nashville.
baseball,
Fly ball deep center, Edmonds going back, the ball is going long.
local Jag shows,
You feel the energy in here. There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
and of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick six, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
We have all the sports, the exclusive interviews,
We got the best fans in the NFL.
the biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar. So hold on and see why live sports is where you need to be. On CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. Get in the game.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're gonna get him on the ground, and that's gonna end the ball game. We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval! ETN is gonna take it all the way.
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jags 24/7 network.
That's a big story that happened yesterday. Vita Vea all of a sudden asked for a trade. He wants a new contract. He's 31 years old, going into the final year of his deal. Obviously a very good player for the Tampa Bay Bucs for years and years. And I guess the question immediately is, do the Jags want to beef up their defensive front? Mm-hmm. Do they want to give a guy that's 31 years old a contract? I think I saw someone say he's like the 19th paid defensive tackle. Highest. Wow. But only 4 of those are older than him. So age comes into this play. What's your thoughts when people say Vita Vea and maybe try to link him to the Jags?
So it's a hard conversation, right? Because you have Devon Hamilton,
Yeah.
and in terms of the run game, is outstanding. Like there's a reason why the Jaguars led the league last year in rushing defense, and a lot of that was anchored down by Devon Hamilton. So it's a tough conversation to have because, well, you have a suitable nose tackle that has shown that he can play at a pretty high level. The difference, though, and this is where the upgrade comes in, right? Because Liam Coen, James Gladstone, they always talk about upgrading positions. Vita Vea, for as good as Devon Hamilton is an upgrade. Because you have a nose tackle who can do his own in stopping the run, commanding double teams. But then you have a guy in the past couple of years who's put up sack numbers as well. Last season had 4.5 sacks. The previous year, 7 sacks. And the previous year before that, 5.5 sacks.
Yeah, that's a lot out of that position.
And that's kind of an attribute that a lot of nose tackles don't have, right? Nose tackles are usually just, okay, they're good at, taking on double teams, clogging the hole and everything, stopping the run. But then when it comes for a pass rush package, sometimes you bring them out, right? And you put in more of a faster 3 technique, if you will. Vita Vea has shown that he can get after the quarterback. So if there's a possibility and financially it makes sense, I think James Gladstone's got to take a look at it because it's upgrading the position. And we spoke on it. Last year, interior pass rush was a big need. Now they addressed it maybe a little bit in terms of the draft. They addressed it when they bring in a Roro or whatever from Atlanta. But once again, at the nose technique, like, it's an upgrade.
Yeah, Hamby, I just want to get your thoughts on this. Again, you get fall in love with name. It's where the name and the game and also the age and the dollars. And I think what Austin's saying, and this is what hit me first, too, is like, hey, Jack's pretty good there. Like, that's not a hole. That's not something you're trying to, like, wow. If you play defensive tackle, now you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. Now let's see what we got versus what they got. Does this make some sense? I think there could be part of this conversation be like over in 2 seconds, and then maybe the deeper dive of this conversation opens the door to think about it a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it would be cool, but I don't think the Jags are necessarily a fit for Vita Vea, unfortunately. I mean, like you said, Austin, 4.5 sacks last year, 7 sacks, 5.5 sacks. He's been very consistent with sack production, which is something that you have not had at the nose position. But I think the Jags value Devon Hamilton too much. At the end of the day, I just think, do they get sacks from Devon? No. But he's unbelievable in run defense and stuffing it up there. And I just think, Josh Hines Allen says that Devon Hamilton's the best nose in the league. I don't think he's just blowing smoke, and I don't think he's the only one in the building who believes that. I'm not saying James Gladstone believes that, and I'm not saying Vita Vea is not better than Devon Hamilton, but I don't think it's that much of a difference to where we got to make a trade, we got to then sign a guy to a 3-year contract and shell out some more money. If this was a 3 technique, I think it's a different situation. Because the difference between a player of Vita Vea's caliber and a Ruka Rororo as of right now is probably very notable. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we haven't seen what Rook can do. Fresh start here, but it's not enough of a difference for me to go make a big splash and then you have to sign a big deal. Especially you just paid Trayvon, so you're probably not wanting to shelve out $50+ million to anybody on the D line at least for another year.
Well, so I listen to you guys talk. I do a little bit more work on this kind of conversation over the last day, and I think here's where it gets the most interesting to me. You said, yes, they love Devon Hamilton. Okay, they do, I think. He was terrific last year. He obviously battled through the back stuff, and that was a problem, and obviously he couldn't find his form. But he did last year, which was great, because they signed him pretty early to a deal, the last regime, because they loved him. Well, he's in the last year of his deal. If they loved him so much, wouldn't they've already reworked that deal? I mean, he's 29 years old. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's going to be a hole next year. So, I mean, is this the worst time? At 29 years old, Vita Vea 31 years old, Vita Vea, no doubt, has been a better player. Mm-hmm. So if you were going to fill that position at some point, and you feel confident in the health of a Vita Vea or he's got some longevity left, if you're going to do another 3-year deal with someone, is there that much difference between giving it to Devon Hamilton or giving it to Vita Vea? So, I mean, contractually, it's not like you're locked into Devon Hamilton. I think that's where this gets pretty interesting. because this is the final year of his deal. I think for like 12.5, 13 million. And I think Vita Vea's current deal is like $17.5 million, which obviously he wants more. But I don't know. I think that's I think that makes it more of a play. And then there's one other element here, and I don't know this about Vita Vea. I'm not sure. But I do know this about Devon Hamilton. Devon Hamilton's a very quiet guy. Goes about his business. Do they want more juice, personality on that front? Do you need it in that position? No. They were number one against the run last year.
Right.
But do you ask yourself, and this is an organization now that has asked themselves that question. I firmly believe, and I think he said it again to Schrager last week, that Travis Hunter was part of that, to bring some life to this room and building, and do they want more of that even? Campanelli loves that. Now, doesn't have to have it. Again, don't twist my words here. I'm not saying you can't be a good player and can't play for the Jags if you're not that. I'm just saying, does he bring a little bit more of that? And where's the age drop-off and performance drop-off? Because then I think the risk factor of it is, well, you got a guy right next to him who's also like 31 or 32 years old, and Eric Armstead, and he hasn't really played to the level he did at 28 and 29 years old. And injuries have prevented some of that too. So is that something you want to risk? Then I'll give you one more thing. This is like a good fly on the wall segment, I guess, right? If I'm in the room with these guys. But I would suggest that, do you want to mess up something that was pretty good? Do you want to tweak something that was pretty good with the Josh, the Trayvon, the everyone else?
You were number
because
one.
You're number one on defense last year against the run.
Why
I think you ask yourself that
for 3 more sacks if you think you can get 3 more sacks from Rook or somebody else.
Okay, but Hamby, you're the guy that was complaining during the draft. Yeah,
for a 3-tech though. For a 3-tech.
Okay, but it's still interior.
I get it.
And Vita Vea can give you that interior pass rush presence. And if the trade-off is maybe you lose a little bit in the run game, but once again, I don't have the Vita Vea PFF run-stopping numbers in front of me.
It's pretty damn good.
I assume it was pretty damn good. So if it's a fair trade-off in terms of stopping the run game, and then you get an upgrade in the pass game, I mean, that deserves consideration.
I would have thought he had more accolades, Austin, to be honest. He's only a 2-time Pro Bowler, which again, that doesn't mean everything.
Well, it's a nose tackle.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I would argue that Devon Hamilton played as a Pro Bowl nose tackle last year. He didn't make it, but he played that way.
But here's the problem, though. Like, I assume when you talk about Pro Bowl voting, it's all interior defensive linemen. So, how many nose tackles are going to put up numbers that a defensive tackle, like a Chris Jones, is going to put up where they have like 10 sacks or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's kind of a thankless job sometimes, but I think with a thankless job like Devon Hamilton does, I think Vita Vea does the thankless job, but also has his own kind of attributes as well.
Yeah. Is that a sneaky one now that we look at his contract? That Devon Hamilton didn't really look at that until just now, but I mean, he's got 1 year left. Are they going to extend that? We're talking about Parker and Trayvon and everyone else. If they don't make any kind of moves like this, are they going young in the draft next year and getting a little bit cheaper and getting a nose? They think Albert Regis can potentially replace Devon Hamilton. That seems like a tall task, given where Hamilton played at last year and what we obviously don't know about Albert Regis.
Right.
So you kind of wonder a little bit, what's their long view on it? He's not their guy, but he obviously was a really important player for them last year. Do they extend at some point? Could that be a surprise extension that comes along even in September if poking around a little bit on something like this turns into no? Just keep an eye on it because it might. I'm curious what they do at that position. Get cheaper because that's a position that demands a lot of money now.
Right.
Right.
So to put it in perspective real quick, the Jaguars obviously last year were number one in terms of rushing yards allowed. The Buccaneers were 5th in the NFL in terms of rushing yards allowed, which,
right there.
I mean, if Vita Vea played every single game, which I believe he did, I think that speaks volumes to.
And then you had the pass rush.
And then you had the pass rush as well.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it's pretty interesting. Good conversation. I think that's a conversation that probably takes place in the building with a lot of the talking points, at least, that we had. Now, what their opinions are, I have no idea. And again, they know how much they like Devon Hamilton and the strengths and weaknesses. And Liam and a guy like Pacucci would have a good feel going against that guy in practice every day of Vita Vea's strengths and weaknesses. So, again, there's a lot of knowledge there on this Tampa Bay Buck.
But here comes, I feel like, the biggest caveat of everything. Tampa Bay is not going to release him.
No.
Are they going to trade with Jacksonville?
Oh, I think that's okay now. I don't feel
You
like
think
it.
so?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think. Yeah, I don't feel like that's
Okay. I don't.
You don't, huh?
I mean, I think for how everything went down with Liam Coen in Tampa, you don't think there's bad blood still there?
I don't. Well, listen, I don't know. I don't feel that. I don't sense that. And part of it, I will tell you this, just for me, part of the smoothing over of that, in my opinion, is twofold. One, the Jags had to have some kind of dance partner with Tampa on their move to Orlando for next year. So organizationally, they had to get their heads together and agree on something, whatever that was.
But is that Liam Coen?
I'm not saying it is.
That's not Liam Cohen's job to.
You're right.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll give you the evidence, and I think even more goes to that.
Please.
They have joint practices with everybody this August.
Sure.
And the most practices they're doing are with Tampa. They have two joint practices with Tampa. Are they agreeing to do that? Do they want to do that stuff? If they're at odds with them, I'm not so sure.
But
Seems like a friendly thing you do.
But what week is Tampa?
It's the third week of the preseason.
Yeah, I mean, they want to get the work in because they don't want to.
I get it.
Play the last. I mean,
you usually pick people that you know. Now maybe that's changed.
Well,
but I
think
know the Jags did the Patriots, like because Marone knew Belichick, and all
but
that stuff.
They don't pick the preseason though, right?
No, you got to go with what you get.
Of course.
Right.
So
yeah,
you get assigned the preseason teams that you're playing against. Like it's on you to try to work it out to see if you want to practice together. But I feel like more teams now are, regardless if there's bad blood or not, want to do the inter squad practices simply because they don't want to play in the preseason game, especially the last preseason game as well.
Yeah, I have not heard anything about that. I'm not saying there isn't. I feel like that's a bit old news now.
Okay,
but maybe you don't. Hamby, what do you think on that? You think that could? I mean, if the guy doesn't want to be there and you're going to trade him, I mean, if it makes sense, you're going to trade him anyway, right? I mean, you're not going to let that get in the way of a trade.
I think you're going to exhaust all options before you trade him to the team that your coach kind of left you at the altar, and now that your coach is having a lot of success in Jacksonville, and the last thing you want to do is give him maybe even more of a winning piece to try to make a Super Bowl run. I just don't think they operate like that.
I appreciate that, but I don't necessarily think that'll be as much of a factor.
Yeah, I mean, I just have no feel for it. I have no idea. I would be a little surprised.
That GM is trying to get the best possible deal ever, and if the Jags give it to him, the last thing that's going to stop him is that Liam Coen is our head football coach.
Yeah, I'm going to poke around on that one a little bit more.
Do you think if both teams,
now I'm kind of interested.
You think if both teams, so let's just say, who needs a nose? I don't even know. Not the Titans. Colts. Give me a team that needs whatever, for the sake of the argument, we'll say the Colts. Say the Colts and the Jaguars approach the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the same offer for Vita Vea. You think Tampa's going to give Vita Vea away to Jacksonville over Indianapolis if it's the same offer?
Yeah, I would say maybe not.
Well, then
I agree with that.
Well,
I would say probably not. I would say when it gets to that level and you got both guys on the board,
yeah,
I would say yeah, but I don't know if there's any problem with Indianapolis on something else. So this was more obviously headline.
I think there's a bigger problem when you lost your offensive coordinator.
I get it. No, the question I think you ask is, well, that's a fair question, but I'm just also saying, okay, would you trade him to the NFC where you think you might compete somewhere? I mean, at least the Jags are an AFC team.
Sure.
And you can get them out of your conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd be really surprised if that's the case. I think Armstead is more of a trading piece for the Tampa DL instead of Hamilton. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I'm Tampa I want to do that, though, right? Like, I think if I'm Tampa, I'm like, I can replace Vita Vea with a guy who's pretty darn good and Devon Hamilton and a couple years younger and probably a little cheaper and won't be pissed off because he wants a new deal.
Especially then, like, if you trade Armstead away to Tampa, now you kind of dug yourself a bigger hole.
That's right.
Unless Regis wants to play 3, but like I feel like Regis was primarily brought in to play nose, and then we'll see what happens with that.
Agreed.
So then you have 3 nose tackles on your team?
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Right. Yeah, I don't really think that makes a lot of sense.
Also, there's not a lot of room there, and there's certainly not a lot of room in the receiving core either.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. But because you put this in the notes, I really want to get to it because you, in part of the Vita Vea trade topic, you thought that could be a new foundational piece of the defense.
That's right.
Which was a great time to add the Metro Foundations read. Very nicely done, Hamby. Metro Foundation Solutions. If you're having any troubles with your foundation, crawl space, gutter solutions in Northeast Florida and even Central Florida, Check them out at metrofoundationfl.com here in Jacksonville, 904-468-0454. 904-468-0454 for a free estimate on foundation repair, crawl space, gutter solutions, and more. metrofoundationfl.com. Before we move on to Zay Jones, do you guys want to take a crack at Vita Vea's real name? Look it up if you want.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Hamby, you're usually pretty good at this.
I'm not.
But I'm going to try it before Hamby gets to it. Tavita Tualakiono Tuapeludo Mosese Vahai Fahoko Falato Vita Vea.
There we go.
Tavita Tuliakiono Tuliopulotu. Oh, I messed that up. Mosese Vahe Fehoko Falatao Vea.
All right.
How about that? Now I know why they call him Vita.
Tuipolotu.
That's. I wonder what that. I mean, obviously, there's got to be some significance there.
All right, Austin, your turn.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. We're not going to play that game today. I'll tell you that much. I wonder. Wonder if we can find out the meaning.
Yeah, Mr. Hugo. About I'd be interested to see if there's a meaning behind Vita too. Like, is that short for something, right? And means something. Mr. Hugo says, I bet he doesn't even get traded. Yeah, I thought about that a little bit too. I think you raise a little noise. There's a possibility. But I also think at 31 years old, there might be some motivation to trade and get younger, get picks, go get somebody in the draft for Tampa. So we will see.
So Tavita means good or well. The Tuliakano means to be good or to be well. Tuiapaluru means to be good, to be well.
What?
So everything, it's crazy.
Wow, really? That's all
So
like synonyms for
everything,
too good to be.
So
to be
it's
good?
all different
To
like
be good, to be
meanings,
true.
like words, to be good or to be well.
But they're all like basically synonyms.
It's a compound of multiple Samoan name elements, each meaning to be good or to be well.
How about that?
Cool.
Steven, thank you.
Well, Hawaiian, right?
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
We appreciate it. All right, Zay Jones. I'm kind of confused on this one. What's your take on Zay Jones working out?
This was
again?
such a stray notification.
Yeah, that was
yesterday.
pretty odd.
Yeah, it
right?
was random, right?
You know, I always do. I always leave like that. We're in the interview with these guys, and it's like, well, shoot, I should have asked. I guess if he was having Zay Jones in for a workout,
Yeah.
like, why would you do that? I don't know. Like, why?
I mean, obviously you go to somebody injured. Knock on wood. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah.
Then I go to
Didn't sound like any of that.
correct. Then I go to he was in Arizona last year.
Yep.
Who were the play callers last year in Arizona? I'm asking. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. This is a trick question.
Well, no, because I'm trying to see like.
Pete Singh?
Okay, well, I was trying to get it because I think Arizona like revamped their entire coaching staff.
Yeah.
Pete Singh last year. Now it is our man Nathaniel Hackett.
Okay,
yeah,
but
that's Hackett. That's right.
my point is like, do they play somebody this year where Arizona's old play caller went to that team? So maybe they're trying to get like, they're working out Zay to say, hey, we're gonna bring you in week whatever, and maybe you can help us out in terms of the kind of offense that you're running.
Interesting. I thought here I'm going to add one more thing
Yeah,
to it.
Pete Singh is now with the Lions.
Oh, they don't play the Lions, do they?
No.
No. So then I have no idea why Zay Jones is in town.
I'll give you just one more. I think there's some excitement about some of the guys they brought in, like a Josh Cameron,
Yes.
and that can be excitement, and a lot of that's excitement around draft time and OTAs and this time of year, right, in camp. And Cameron, we talked a lot about, and I thought he was impressive. And they want that, right, the Tim Patricks of the world or whatever, a guy. Zay can block, okay? So he can fit that in, or at least he could block. I don't know where he is at his career now. But I guess that was where my thought went, is like, well, I really don't like the depth. Like the depth that they have is not really great. But Zay had some issues in Arizona too, right? Did he get suspended? Wasn't it like
Yes.
Did he get popped for
Yes, he did.
PEDs or something like that?
That was 2024.
That was 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this one now, you know what this one says to me? This one might be a Trevor one.
Yeah.
So I give him a shot. He's looking for work. Like,
But with all due respect, what's the shot going to be?
oh, I don't
'Cause
know.
You're not,
I don't
but
know.
I'm saying, like, where are you going to fit in this offense if everyone's healthy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't understand it really.
yeah.
But I'm just. I think what you said could be what I said about maybe they don't like some of their depth, and then my last one would be like, hey, he's looking for a little work. Trevor's like, this guy can block. This guy still has a little something left. Maybe he threw to him in the summer. Maybe he's back here. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he was pretty close to those guys, right? Zay and Kirk and obviously Evan.
Yep.
And maybe still talks to him quite a bit. Saw him, said, hey, bring this guy in. He might be able to help us. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. Did I see it right that Alec Pierce goes on the pup?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Was that lingering? I didn't look that up more. But
Yeah, they were talking about it where I guess it's like not the craziest news, but people are still upset about it,
yeah.
obviously.
'Cause I feel like there was something
As they
coming off
should.
last year where that he might start this year on that. That's tough, right? You sign a guy a $29 million contract, and listen, being on the pup is not a major deal unless you think it's going to linger for 2 months.
Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes is back after tearing everything in his knee in December.
Really wild. That is wild. Yeah, that's amazing.
We can investigate that, or we
Yeah,
just
I
gonna let
don't
it
know.
go? Huh?
Yeah, I
All
don't-
right, we're all good.
yeah, I can't.
Whatever.
I can't calculate that one in
Face
my
of
brain.
the NFL. We're not even going to question it. We're just going to be, dude's superhuman. Cool.
What do you think? They found some new study?
Something had, yeah. I mean, how old? He's not. It's not like he's in the prime of his life. He's a little on the back nine of his career. And you mean to tell me you take?
Wow. Wait.
Okay. Sure.
He's not on the back nine of his career.
How old is he?
He's 29.
Okay. Do you think in terms of healing he's in his prime, or do you think he's in the back nine?
It doesn't strike me that
Okay,
his healing would be. He's 30, by the way.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if you get hurt in high school, you think it's more beneficial to get hurt in high school or when you're 30 years old?
Yeah, in high school, you're right.
Okay, so the fact that he's 30 years old, he tears everything December.
Yeah, it was December.
And he comes back for. By the way, OTAs he's back too doing his stuff.
I know it. They said it was back. Like, we didn't believe him.
So yeah, my. I'm gonna go like alarms are going off, panic buttons going off, saying obviously he discovered something new because that's not normal.
Yeah, and like the new. So it was Achilles, right?
No, it was his. Everything in his
AC.
knee.
It was
Wasn't
knee. I'm sorry. Was
Yeah.
it? It was knee. Who did the Achilles? Did somebody do the Achilles?
Is it Daniel Jones?
Maybe it was Daniel Jones.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I haven't heard anything on Daniel Jones.
Well, I mean, when do you? Who cares, right?
But okay, so it's a knee. But what?
Kyler Murray, baby.
Well, the reason why I said
Comeback
it.
player of the year. You guys ready for the comeback? You guys put those bets in yet?
You know what's funny? I just cleaned out my closet the other day, throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
And I got the Kyler Murray shirt from Halloween when I wore it.
Yeah,
on
you
the old
better-
ESPN, right?
Did you guys put your bets in for Kyler Murray comeback player of the year? I would.
I was like, I almost brought it in. I was like, I'm not throwing this in. I'm throwing it out.
I'd put those bets in if I were 2,000 plus 2,000. I like those odds.
But is it the Achilles that now they say you can? Is it the Achilles or the ACL where you can shrink the time?
Well,
Isn't it the Achilles that you can do that now?
no. Well, so they tried to shrink the time with Kevin Durant and Cam Akers. It didn't work so well. So
Oh, there was one Cam Akers took, right? Yeah.
Well, and
but that was the
Kevin
one I'm
Durant, too.
thinking about.
Yeah, that was Cam, but Cam Akers was never the same again after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how he's back.
Let's find out, huh? NFL?
This feels a little bit like the Jordan flu game where they over embellish. It was as bad as like they make it seem. So maybe like the knee wasn't as bad as they made it seem. And it was more meniscus and stuff like that you could fix up.
I mean,
Like I always have that feeling about the Jordan flu game. There's no way like he was as sick as everybody said. He wouldn't have scored 63 and played. I know he was sick. Yeah, everybody's sick, feels bad. I get it.
hater.
But the
Hater.
Jordan flu game is a little bit of part of the mythology of Michael Jordan, in my opinion.
Hater. But he tore his ACL. So like, what do you want? Like, you either tear your ACL or you don't. Like, it's not like you're sick with the flu and it was like 101, so he can still play.
Yes, I get
Like
it.
his ACL was torn.
I know, but my point is I'm saying they said he tore his ACL, but he really didn't when they got in there.
Isn't that kind of like lying? Isn't that illegal?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how he's back.
And I'm telling you that they should investigate it because it's probably something new.
Well, if they should investigate it for something new, then they should investigate him for lying too.
With what? Okay.
It was an MCL, not an ACL.
Yeah, no, dude. So it's a ACL and LCL tore.
That's crazy. I don't know how he's back.
And once again, and listen, my
And why would you rush him back?
Well, I said this during OTAs. I'm like, he's back. You guys like, no, he's not. I'm like, check it out, he's back.
You did say that.
And I was skeptical because I'm like, why would you rush him back that quickly if he's your starting quarterback? He's Patrick Mahomes. Does he really need the OTAs work?
Yeah.
Unless you are 100% confident that this thing is healed. So once again, I reiterate, you took something. Like, you did something.
Yeah.
You're not 30 years old and just be like, oh, well, I had a great rehab team.
Yeah.
That's not how the human body works.
No.
So for the 15th time, hey, NFL, investigate.
Yeah.
Or not, whatever. He's the face of the NFL. It's
Well,
fine.
the other thing that's kind of goofy to me is, like, he's not really like this. He doesn't strike me as this physical specimen that's like, I'm going to beat the – like Adrian Peterson, when he came back, didn't he come back pretty quick?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the story? He was one of the
Germany.
first ones. But he also is like this
those
physical specimen,
German-
does things that nobody does.
Well, he also had German stem cells.
Yeah, well, maybe so did Mahomes or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, Mahomes doesn't strike me as that guy who's like, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch how quick I come back from the ACL, right? Just doesn't seem it. Peterson tore his ACL December 24th. Mr. Hugo says, then won the MVP and rushed for 2,000 yards the next year.
That's nuts.
That is crazy, and I think, again, shows that I guess it's possible. But that was very abnormal. And, again, physically, I don't really think Mahomes strikes me as that kind of athlete. Maybe it's just a quarterback position.
He's a doughboy.
He's not. Well,
He's the Pillsbury man.
Well, I don't know about that. There goes. More
okay,
body
I do.
shaming on Mahomes.
we're fine, man.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is. What do they say?
Boy, on that dope.
It is.
I'll tell you what, that's a special kind of dope, though, if you're getting recovery that quick.
Well, I'm telling you, if this happened in Jacksonville, the NFL would be all over it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to come
We-
back for OTAs.
We would be answering questions. Hey, have you guys seen anything? Brent and Austen, you guys see anything? No, I don't go to practice. I don't know. Brent does. Ask him.
That's right. You'll be out there. We'll hit a break. Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Shacks 24/7 network. We will continue on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hamby did ask us, did we have a favorite part of the Coen or Lawrence interview in terms of a favorite response? And something came to mind for me I thought was somewhat interesting, that relative to what the fans, I think, would have answered. So we'll give you a little bit of that. And a bunch of goofy stuff happening around the NFL. Is Matt Collins back in the headlines?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You wearing shoes?
No,
That would be a headline.
No, yeah, that would be a giant headline. That would be breaking news.
Jags veterans reporting to camp this morning, so full go for everyone. Tomorrow the fields are looking good, and they do have fans in those bleachers, not like you yet, but they do have fans to keep you a little cooler. So that will be nice. And Josh Hines-Allen, 48th. Hey, we'll get our thoughts on this on the other side of it, because I think we were relatively surprised about something on this front. Maybe not that Josh Hines-Allen is 48th, but something else. We'll be back.
When we say the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is everywhere, we mean it. If you don't want to see our ugly faces and you just want to hear our takes, listen to the podcast. It's up 30 minutes after every live show. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google Play. It's really that simple. Just pull out your phone. I'm on Spotify, Action Sports Jacks. Every episode is right there, split into hour chunks, so you get exactly what you're looking for.
I think it would be a better chance that Branson Combs wins the weak side linebacker spot than Wyatt Milam wins the right guard spot. And that's more because Patrick McCarry has done more in the league.
Stupid take.
He's more.
Maybe you only have 15 minutes before the kids come home. You don't have time to listen to the full show. You're craving Jags content. The YouTube page is for you. We have a separate playlist called Brent and Austen Show Segments. It's Jags-only conversations right there every day. Subscribe. Don't miss any Jags content. Action Sports Jags.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, And they have delivery options too. Just download the Bonos app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bonos Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bonos Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jax team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Action Sports Jax 24/7 is your home for high school football in the 904. Get ready for each week of action Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock with the Blitz Breakdown, talking everything high school football in the Jacksonville area. And when the lights get bright on Friday night, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is there with live broadcasts of our Game of the Week and the Friday Night Zone Blitz, giving you live looks into the biggest games in the area and coverage lasting until midnight.
Here's the kick, the snap, the hold, the kick is blocked!
And they're going for the end zone, and they got a guy! Touchdown! And what?
Find these broadcasts available on YouTube, X, Facebook, and of course, ActionSportsJax.com. And the action doesn't stop there. Find even more high school football on the Action Sports Jax social channels with content posted throughout the week. When you're looking for the best high school football coverage in the 904, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is ready for the Blitz.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Woo, boy.
Wild.
Appointment television.
This is going to be a dumb question.
Uh-huh.
Where did Doug Pederson coach college football?
He didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Really? So he got right into the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it was the backup quarterback in Green Bay and forever must just, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hamby, I saw this yesterday and surprised, shocked is an understatement.
He quite literally never has been in college football.
Yeah.
Other than when he played as a teenager, obviously.
Like, do you think there has to be kind of like, you know, because obviously we know Doug Pederson from Jacksonville, we know him from the Eagles, and like he's a national brand, yes. But like, does it hurt him for the fact that he was never really in the college football landscape? You know, like you think of like Urban Meyer, right? Urban Meyer goes to the NFL, Jaguars, it was a nightmare. He goes back to the college football, but like even for as bad as it was in Jacksonville, he's still embraced because of his college football resume. Doug Pederson doesn't have one. Does that hurt him in terms of college football analyzing and everything?
Well, yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It quite literally makes no sense. This guy, he's never done anything in college.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's just now Brian Kelly's going to be an analyst as far as like a TV, like on the desk.
Okay.
Apparently, Doug's going to do select games doing color commentary. Which is a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm very interested, actually, just because it doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I mean, CBS, why don't you pull him in for the NFL?
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
Pair him with somebody and let him do NFL games, or at least preseason, and then see how that goes. Mm-hmm. But going from zero, announcing and nothing, to the college game, I'm going to listen to Doug Pederson tell me about Big 12 football or Big 10 football.
Hey, Hamby, you know what?
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. you know what, Doug? When it comes to the Big 12, I do not.
So I'm very interested to hear it. Because I do think he could be. I mean, I have no idea if he could be good or not. But obviously, I think he's the right type of mind.
Oh, dude,
for this,
yeah, absolutely.
Whether it works out or not, I don't know. But I have to say there are so many jokes between the two of them, and it's not just Doug.
Yeah,
I mean, Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that. It's just funny, man, because, nationally, everybody likes Doug.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good old boy, like good old coach, fond memories, whatever, nice guy. Nobody likes Brian Kelly.
No.
Like, literally nobody likes Brian Kelly.
When's the last time someone said, Brian Kelly seems like a pretty solid dude. And really, like, I'm not going to lie, man, the last impression that I have of Brian Kelly was when he got signed to LSU and he was doing the whole 360 camera thing. Oh,
gosh.
And he's doing his dance and everything. No. And then he got the Cajun accent.
Oh, my God.
Man, you're going to put that with Doug Pederson. You know what?
They're not going to be together.
Okay, okay, I got you. But you know what? Yeah, we wouldn't get it. We won't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just the you probably saw more of this. So they're not together. They're in the booth?
No.
Or are they
Brian
in the studio?
Kelly's going to be in the studio.
Okay.
Doug's doing color.
Yeah, see, Doug will be good at this. I think Doug.
But for the college game,
the college game did get me a bit.
Yeah, he's never been in the college game. Not for one single season as an assistant. He was never not in the NFL.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know if that fully matters.
Yes, it matters.
Yes,
it matters.
Hamby,
keep them separate.
Hamby,
keep them separate.
Hamby, if you see me one day on the SEC network and I'm breaking down all the SEC stuff,
I'm pissed.
You're gonna feel a certain type of way, and we're homies. But you're gonna feel a certain type of way about it. Like,
get this guy out.
I don't have any ties there.
You're a foreigner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's even worse because he doesn't even coach college football.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Well, it's not worse because he doesn't hate on the SEC like you do.
Well, no, that's no. My point is
still an outsider.
Exactly, that's my point.
That's
like I come from the OVC, and maybe I could get him with the Big Ten because I grew up a Wisconsin fan. But to throw me in the SEC when I have no clue about it, and
like does Doug Pederson know ball like that?
We're about to find out.
Wait a minute.
Dude, if you're an NFL coach, you're not.
Venmo's still getting exchanged with Brent. That's what it is.
You're not watching college football
Peterson.
on Saturday. I'm not questioning his X's and O's knowledge.
It was all a setup.
I'm saying, does Doug Pederson remember the Penn State game from 5 years ago, yada, 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 that most color guys in college football, they know?
You think that's a color thing? I think that's a play-by-play thing.
No, it needs to be both. He needs to be able to recall stuff from years past.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like Kirk Herbstreit, who's the best in the game on the college level. I don't feel like he goes back, hey, remember in 2008 when Ohio State played Clemson? Like, I don't think he says that.
I'm not saying 20 years ago, but like.
I think people fans embrace it more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're the only ones having this conversation right now. Like, I think the college football world is like, why is Doug Pederson gonna be in the booth?
Well,
and you know what? And now I'm starting to realize that this whole thing between you and him, and you wouldn't understand, it was all set up. It was all Tom Brady, Logan Paul, middle fingers at the World Cup, slapping and everything. It was all a setup to try to take out the distraction from the fact that you're still getting the Venmo. It's all good.
Yep.
We're hip to the game.
Yeah, I don't know if I hate this as much as you guys. I understand what you're saying, that he hasn't been around the college game. I just don't. And here's the other thing. I think they're hard to find.
He's throwing them now.
They're not that hard to find.
Yes, they are hard to find.
They're everywhere.
Everybody sucks at it.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I feel like if RG3
Give me your
can
top
do it,
5.
Anybody can do it.
Give me a top 5 right now.
Dude, I don't
Top
know
5.
any announcers.
Give me your top 5 analysts.
All right.
Not your play-by-play guys, which also, by the way, is tricky
I'm
to
gonna
find.
look
good
it
ones.
up.
Animal videos. Here we go.
And I'll tell you which ones I think are good. And
you guys let me know when we're ready. Training camp's underway, and I'm back to animal videos.
It's not. It's not easy to find it,
dude. It's so easy to find it.
Hamby, this is your expertise, so you better stand your ground here. This is college football.
Like, the check is so good. Every college football coach ever. There's so many options. Obviously, that doesn't mean they're all good, but I mean, RG3 sucks, but.
RG3, you said sucks. He's like probably like the 3rd guy on.
Relax.
Out of the top 5.
I don't like RG3 either.
So this is their.
I'm just telling you. I know you don't.
Well, you think he's rated that high?
No, I think he's probably like their 3rd team or whatever. Like, I don't know their main. Who's he even for? Is he Fox or is he?
He's Fox Sports.
Yeah. So like their first one is whoever does it with Johnson, right?
All right, I'll give you by. Okay,
that's Klatt. Maybe
for
is that Klatt?
ESPN. Herb Street, I like. In game.
Yeah.
In game only.
I mean, Herb Street's become a little bit nauseating to the fans, but he's still very good at that.
Okay, I think Matt Stitchcomb is very good. I do. I enjoy his broadcast. Joe Klatt.
Is he a Georgia Bulldog?
No. Joe Klatt, fine.
I think Klatt's good.
Todd Blackledge, fine.
I think Blackledge is good. A little old school.
Gary Danielson, GOAT.
Any of these people.
Yeah, all right, Gary Danielson's like 75 now, so it's soon see you later.
Jesse Palmer, actually not bad.
He's actually okay.
I like Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse's cool. He's kind of like a pretty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
But he's transitioned well to that.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Come on, give me some other names.
Yeah. What did I tell you? It is not.
It's trying to give me
play-by-play
play-by-play guys.
Neufeld, like in the studio? He's in the studio now. He was in the booth.
No.
I mean, again, I'm not trying to hammer these guys. I'm just telling you, it is a hard thing to find good analysts.
Listen,
and good
let me just put it
really.
this way.
I think Doug will be pretty decent at this.
I sent that tweet of Brian Kelly and Doug, the picture, to a group chat, and literally the only response I got from one buddy was, so much whining.
Really? But again, I'm with you guys on the Kelly one. There's a likability. I think Doug is a likable figure.
That's what I said. I said, Kelly, nobody likes him. Everybody likes Doug.
Now Kelly might be like the mad scientist stuff, but it just feels outdated. You know, because if it was 10 years ago they did decide to do it, it would feel like it fit more. But again, I think Doug's going to be okay. And maybe this is a little bit of a training ground. Maybe they said, hey, let's go do this and then maybe get into the NFL. I don't know if you guys talked about this part, but is this it? Then Doug's done? Like, I thought he would be OC for Andy Reid again or a QB coach somewhere. Yeah. I mean, is he basically saying I'm enjoying my golf game and I'm good?
I mean, not necessarily. Like, it might just take a little time to figure stuff out.
You stay too long out of the game now. You're usually not coming back in.
Right.
A year's okay, but
Urban Meyer?
Well, with some exceptions.
Okay.
And maybe Doug's an exception because he's a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. But this kind of said, that's a little bit more like, okay, I'm going here. Usually when you go here, you don't come back out of the booth. Mm-hmm. Hamby, just one more question on this. Like, what else? Who do you want? Like, who would you want? Give me a guy that recently coached, is out of the game, and you'd be like, hey, that guy'd be good in the booth.
Miles on. Think he'd be good at any level.
I have no feeling.
Football.
I'm numb.
That did absolutely nothing for you?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. I just don't really have a good opinion on if he'd be good in the booth. But
well, here's the criteria that Doug doesn't meet.
He coached college.
Where's the turtleneck?
Hey, did it say where he's going to do the games? Like, is he going to be in the? Is it all over college football?
MAC. All right, there we go.
Is it? Well, again, I'll tell you a little
bit. CBS, so I don't know which. I forget which all conferences that CBS has.
MAC
after
dark.
Oh yeah, they have.
I mean, obviously, it used to be SEC. Now it's Big Ten.
Big Ten, and they might have Big 12 stuff too, or is that Fox? I think Fox has Big 12 stuff.
Yeah, like bro, like if he's calling Penn State Rutgers, It's like, Doug, what do you know about this?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't feel that way as much as you guys do. We never commented on this, but since we're on it, any name catch your attention, you guys, at all when ESPN let people go, or do you actually care at all?
Hold on.
Because people feel a certain way, like Ryan Clark.
Yep.
Obviously let go.
Let me just say that. But the 64-year-old, this is the article, is scheduled to make his booth debut on Week 0 game between Jacksonville State and North Dakota State, and then on CBS Sports Networks. Then he's scheduled to be on the call for Texas Tech at Oregon State in Week 2, BYU at Colorado State in Week 3.
Okay,
wow.
So it's,
dude.
Well, say Ben,
you're gonna like Doug Pederson. You watch.
I mean,
I'll be like I said. I'll be, as long as I don't notice RG3,
he's gonna be calling a Texas Tech game, and just Trevor's gonna catch a stray out of nowhere.
You think we can get him on weekly? Talk about the game.
About the
game he's
Jaguars
calling?
game coming up?
Oh, about the college game, about any game. Now
he needs college football reps. So
let's go.
Let's talk
CBS.
Let's talk some ball
Right?
here.
All right.
CBS. I mean, we're doing some stand-ups for CBS out at camp. I'm going to be like, hey, we'll give you this, but we need a Doug appearance once in a while. How about that?
I like it.
All right. What did I just ask you? You guys care? You don't care? Ryan Clark, other guys? No. Do you buy the narrative? Do you look at this as McAfee and Stephen A. Smith are making so much money that everybody's getting fired?
Well, that seems to be the case, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I have as much a problem with that. To me, that's not a McAfee problem. McAfee employs a bunch of guys. He's helped a bunch of people make a lot of money. He's got a value to him. That's like saying
that's a free market.
That's what it is. That's what saying Trevor Lawrence has cost somebody a job.
Yeah.
Because they can't make $18 million. They can only make 12. Right. And, I think some people, it was Ravitch, right? Yeah, you hate to see that stuff, but he's been there 33 years. Mm-hmm. At some point, you recycle. It's time to get younger or time to say, okay. Well, I thought the Jay Billis one was surprising. I'll be honest. I think he's still a big name in college basketball.
Yeah, but
really good.
If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it for what it is. Everyone's saying that Ryan Clark got let go because of all the race stuff that he was enticing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they even went back to the Schrager moment, right? Mm-hmm. I actually say this about Clark. The only thing I would say about him is he had to issue an apology just about once a week on stuff that he said. So to me, that's why I'm okay, I'm
PR
done with
nightmare.
The apologies. Get the dog out. Ryan Clark needed the puppy, right? Now a lot of that was for the pivot too, because they would push stuff out. So that was, I think, separate than ESPN, but.
Do you know who doesn't see color? Little Bandit here. He's colorblind.
What are we naming the dog?
Scout, Bandit,
Scout,
Duke, whatever.
Skip.
Okay.
Marley. That'll make me cry. Marley and me. Man, that was a sad movie.
Yeah, it does.
Should name it Dewey.
Oh, that's a nice little tribute.
That is good. What kind of dog?
Something with some grit.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily fit the
Doberman
narrative.
Pinscher. No, I'm not trying to hold the Doberman Pinscher.
Yeah, well, we didn't hold that.
We had one of those by my grandma's when I was growing up, and that thing was not nice.
Bruno,
I think his name was.
Bruno?
Yeah, it's bro. You know when you give a dog a German name, it's not good. Just saying.
Hey, how do you feel about John Sumrall getting pedicures? Do we have that?
Play it so we can roast it.
Oh man. This was, it was crazy of all the sound bites.
There better have been a chit chat when they both got home. That's all I'm going to say.
That's the thing, though.
This is why we're not allowed to interview the wives of players and coaches. They say no when you request this.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good at his responses on Twitter of making these things funny.
Yeah, I think he does have he's a little self-deprecating at stuff, right? He's got a feel for the social media stuff.
As if Georgia needed any more ammo to go against Florida.
All right, here we go.
What is something maybe we don't know as seeing head coach John Sumrall that you would love Gator Nation to know about him?
He loves pedicures.
Oh,
what?
Really? That's his favorite extra thing to do. So every 2 weeks in the football season, John loves to get a pedicure. That's just a fun little happy about him.
Is this the team bonding thing that occurs?
We should get the team going. It's good for them, It's a good quality thing for them to do, but he loves it.
Guys never got a pedicure?
No, but
Nope.
it is big in
No?
It is big in NFL locker rooms.
You should.
Yeah, it is big in NFL
Why?
locker rooms. Because like I remember, was it Rasheed? I think Rasheed Mathis always sweared by him because I guess like they it's not just like getting your nails clipped.
No. Yeah, like a
they
foot
rub-
massage.
Yeah, it's like, and obviously
Scrape out all the bad stuff. I've got them.
Sure, and when
Not a lot, but I got them.
Okay,
I've got them.
Yep. But when you're on the football field, I was like using your feet and everything. So Rasheed was saying, dude, like for recovery, it's one of the best things you can do for your feet. So like he swore by him, and a lot of guys got pedicures.
Gosh, that tells you how much I know about it. I was thinking hands, not
That's
feet.
manicure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but at the same time, don't go like it's one thing. Yeah, he likes pedicures and just end it. But then to give a full dissertation about the pedicure routine and then trying to get the entire football team to take part in said routine, does Georgia need any more ammo?
Yeah. Hamby, I'm a little surprised, by the way,
Where's
that
Paul?
newly married Hamby hasn't had a pedicure before. It sounds like something you'd get suckered into a little bit.
No, that's never even been on the table. That's never even come up.
I almost got suckered in one time. Shut it down real quick.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I've done it before, but it's usually out of town. I haven't, like, I guess gotten the guts to do it in town in case somebody sees me.
I mean,
I don't want any stories going around. But
Yeah.
they actually are pretty dang good. I'll tell you that.
I'm going to be honest because they're like, what, $70, $80?
I don't know how much. That sounds good. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't frequent them. I really don't.
I don't-
I've just had it like two or three times.
I don't see my feet, right? So I'm
Yeah.
good.
Right.
I'm all set.
But yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pedicures coming soon to Action Sports Jags. That should be we should get a mobile pedicure in here.
What?
I'm sure that is a thing.
Probably.
Like people go around
sure
and get
people-
pedicures.
I'm
Like
sure people
pedicure
make-
for a day.
Yeah, I'm sure people come like make like the house visits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
But during the show.
We get a pedicure?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? That sounds like a lost bet. That's what it sounds like.
Oh.
But it sounds like a win, to be honest with you.
I like my tattoo idea better, but yeah, pedicures aren't bad. Get a tattoo during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a little different than the pedicure. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what John here is talking about. Did I miss something?
I know there was a earthquake in Japan. I don't know what that has to do with anything that we've been talking about.
There's a earthquake in Japan today?
Yes.
Oh, wow. But yeah, I don't know what John's on something.
Pelican
John's some kind of run right now.
Well,
All right.
Let's keep giving some. Yeah, let's keep shouting them out.
Well, I didn't know if I missed something earlier. I don't know. Maybe it was a chat thing. Who knows? Back in a little fist being thrown in the chat.
We shout out. Condolences to Appleton, Wisconsin, where a giant tornado went through that whole city.
Really?
And, oh man, it's insane, dude.
That was really bad.
Really bad. Yeah.
Is Appleton? I mean, does that happen a bunch in Wisconsin?
Not really. No.
I was gonna say, I
no.
don't
It
feel
came
like
out of
that would-
nowhere, and like my mom works at Appleton, but thankfully she wasn't there. But like, if you look at like the images and everything, it's wild.
I'm gonna look
like
that
it
up.
just went through and just leveled everything.
So that's next town over, basically,
Or
closer?
Yeah.
Like, what,
well,
about half hour away?
Yeah, about half hour away.
Is Appleton in between you and Green Bay?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna work on my geographic knowledge of Wisconsin.
I said it is. I have no idea. I don't know. Sure. I don't know, man. It's like 30 to 45 minutes away, and then Green Bay is like an hour away. So I don't know.
Very good. Hamby, what you got? Oh, you want to go to break?
I do.
You can do that. Let's do it. Speaking of mobile pedicures, my idea of mobile oil changes was a thing.
Oh, wow.
And everybody's on it. But how about express oil change where you don't even need to make an appointment? That's what Nimnick's doing right now. NimnickBuickGMC.com. Visit them on Phillips Highway. Don't worry about the appointment next week. You forget about it, all this stuff. Nah, don't worry that hassle. Just stop on by, get yourself a quick oil change if you need one. Get a little massage while you're in there waiting, by the way, too, on the massage chairs. Good idea. Grab a little coffee, maybe a little lunch at their little cafe, and be on your way in less than an hour. at the Nimnik Buick GMC Express oil change. Make sure you get that done. Visit the showroom as well for any of your car's needs. NimnikBuickGMC.com, Nimnik Buick GMC off Phillips Highway. We'll hit a break. We come back, and Kyle Shanahan stuff was still interesting. How about the Eric Bieniemy story and that family story? Matt Collins, I got to get to it because I did not see this, and I want to know what he did next. We'll do that when we come back.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil change without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue, just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austen. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
the NFC,
He gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
the PGA,
Unbelievable.
World Cup soccer, NASCAR,
Denny Hamlin, big-time victory in Nashville.
baseball,
Fly ball deep center, Edmonds going back, the ball is going long.
local Jag shows,
You feel the energy in here? There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
and of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick six, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
We have all the sports, the exclusive interviews,
We got the best fans in the NFL.
the biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar. So hold on and see why live sports is where you need to be on CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jags 24/7. Get in the game.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game. We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way.
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Oh, nice. There we go.
He looks like
that.
in that photo. I think, did Noah make this?
He did.
Yeah, I think in that photo.
No, that's the height, Brent. That's what it is.
Well, not you.
Okay.
This is Jake Paul, right? I forget the
Yes.
Pauls.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Jake Paul.
Good for you, by the way.
Yeah, I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
I'm jealous.
But he looks like he's in like the movie Dodgeball. Right?
Yeah, with the
Right?
bandana. Yeah.
That's
Well, and now too, shout out to Ryan Garcia, former boxing champion, who's been in some hot water, making his WWE debut last night, and now will be teaming up with Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, you
for
spoiler.
SummerSlam. Hamby, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, do you want me to spoil it for you?
I didn't see it yet.
Don't watch it. Like seriously, I don't know what's happened with professional wrestling. It's not good on WWE. Like don't watch it. It's gonna make you upset.
I only watched the first.
I'm telling you
segment.
right now, it's gonna make you upset. I'm doing you a favor, Hamby.
I saw they shouted him out at
This
the
is
top
tough
of the
love.
show.
This is tough love. Wrestling's lost its luster, Brent.
How about Joe Hendry?
You're really
concerts?
down on it.
I've never been
Have you
so
seen
low in
an
my entire
entity? Like, listen, when we did,
I just got to
feel
get
like,
through SummerSlam and then I'll probably stop watching.
I feel like when we started the show back up,
Mm-hmm.
which would be February, really January-ish, February of 2024.
Yes.
That wrestling WWE wasn't in a great spot. In fact, I remember like AEW was there for the taking. It felt like to me, at least from listening to you guys talk and do Scrap House and other shows. But somewhere over the next year, it really flipped. Like WWE created all this momentum. They like found it, and they were riding high. And I don't know if I have my milestone dates right, but they were at the top of the world.
Yeah.
And then they sell off, obviously, to TKO. And since then, it has been this steady decline. And I just listen to you guys and hear you guys. Like, they are losing you guys.
Oh,
this is a group that they've been able, that is wild that they've been able to keep you guys. You, the Ben Beckers of the world, this age group. Like, I thought it would fizzle out. It doesn't fizzle out usually. It's starting to fizzle out.
Oh, I've said. I'm pretty much out already.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm
but you're still checking in.
Well, I see it just on social media. Like,
Okay.
I don't. When I was researching the show today, doing some topics, I came across the WWE posts.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
mean,
I didn't watch it.
I'm the opposite. I hopped back in the last 6 months, but I think it's trailing off for me too. Like,
Dude.
I'm excited to watch SummerSlam.
Sure, and I'll watch SummerSlam, but this is like, it's starting to remind me of like the early 2000s, of like when it was just like Vince McMahon and cheesy celebrities every single week. Like, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And once again, it's not for me, and maybe I'm just getting to the point now where I'm too old and, I'll let the next generations take over. But I feel like I've been on board since I was like 10, and this is what like you finally lost me with. I think if I'm not the only one that feels that way, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It's. I feel like we're watching it. I feel like we're watching the decline.
Can we fire Logan Paul?
But I always ask you guys.
He's actually
this.
good though, man. Like, I don't mind him.
I always ask you this:
Yeah.
can AEW take advantage of it?
I hope so,
but it doesn't feel like they're like. I really don't hear a lot about AEW, and again, I'm very casual, but I felt like I did at one time. I don't now. And so where are they in this whole landscape, and can they go, like, is this opportunity knocking for Tony Khan, and can they take advantage of it? It feels like they should be able to, but I don't know if they are positioned to do so either.
Yeah.
That's what's fascinating
I hope
to
he
me.
Yeah.
We'll see if he does it. Hey, unbelievably.
I feel you, Steven.
Terrible story.
Yeah.
With Eric Bieniemy. And that happened actually right at the start of our show yesterday, but we didn't have a lot of the details out. Turns out Eric Bieniemy's wife shot, and the son did it.
is accused of.
I'm sorry,
allegedly
doing
yeah.
it. Arrested for allegedly doing it. And I mean, holy cow! Boy, they've had some real associated with the Chiefs.
Was Bieniemy still with the Chiefs?
I just feel like he is.
Okay, gotcha.
Isn't he back with the Chiefs?
I have no idea.
I think he's back with the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Chiefs have had some. Think about the last 12, 15 years. They have had some unbelievably horrific things happen within their organization. Just that you would never have on a bingo card. Let's just say that, right?
Listen, and I mean, what we just had another story too, where who's the player, what was it? There was another murder with a family that just happened in the NFL.
I saw that.
We talked about it. I don't know. I can't. We'll have to go back. But yeah, it's a horrible situation.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Kyle Shanahan, we talked a little bit about yesterday. Let's see what else we got here. We have Mac Hollins. Is this going to be a good story or a not so good story? I'm surprised. I don't know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Mac Hollins story?
Oh, it's just Mac Hollins being Mac Hollins, man.
Okay.
We have the video.
Yeah, let me get it up.
The Mac Hollins. Where's he rank on the characters of the NFL?
Thank you, Mr. Hugo.
Yeah, you're
Calais.
Right.
Yeah. How did I
point.
forget about that?
Yeah,
man?
me too.
Good Lord.
I was trying to forget about it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's been that's so odd.
Crazy.
Man.
Crazy
some of the
times.
stories that are coming out of there. Yeah, Mac Hollins. Think about it. Think about right now I don't know if odd's the right way to go or personality's the right way to go. I don't know how you want to describe them. Eccentric, quirky.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, knows who he is, right? Speaks his truth.
Who else is in this category in the NFL?
Of Mac Hollins?
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew?
Yeah, Minshew. He's just not as high. I mean, even Mac Hollins is now more high profile because people now want to see him enter a building.
He's different, man.
Right.
I mean, we can say like Baker's himself, but see, Mac's just different because he comes across as kind of like an oddball, if you will. Yeah.
Almost in like a Rodman kind of way.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
And the big thing with him is that he doesn't wear shoes anywhere.
Nope.
And now New England's taking note because New England is making it Mac Hollins accessible where stores or restaurants are allowing people not to wear shoes anymore.
Really?
For Mac Hollins, man.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got here, Hamby? Do you have it?
I think I love it that it's really great because now they're kind of letting me slide being barefoot in restaurants and stuff because they know who I am. You know, the first year they're just like some homeless guy coming in here, but now it's like that's the mechanic homeless guy, so it's all right. So yeah, it's been great. Like having a packed out stadium, having loud fans, having them travel to games. That means something to the team in a big way.
Now, can we? Yep. Thank you.
What's the shirt?
I mean, we got to go back to the outfit. Yeah.
What's the shirt? Put this on
How
the
are we feeling
back.
about this, man?
I was thinking hated it first because of course that's what you would say, and then started to dig it like 12 seconds into the
cool,
thing.
Man.
This guy. I mean, he obviously should have been born in 1960, right?
Yeah, would Yeah, kind of like a hippie.
Yeah,
spirit.
absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Woodstock. Hamby hating or what?
It's actually ridiculous. He's not even wearing anything other than shorts.
Yeah.
I don't know,
dude, he likes going barefoot. He likes grounding, but
okay, just take the shirt off too, then, bro. Like it's not that hard.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Austen could pull this off.
I think I could too.
What?
I think in another life I was Mac Hollins.
I'm not sure in another life, but maybe a younger life. You going out in that outfit and doing that, maybe in 2010 or 11 wouldn't have stunned me. I feel like.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Bro.
when I played high school football and we actually just found this shirt at my mom's house, I'm gonna pass it on to my son. I had a Bo Jackson Bo No shirt that my mom had, and then I cut it so it was like a belly shirt. So that was like my shirt that I wore for every single football game in high school. Didn't have that chaotic stuff, but so I would wear a belly cut off, after practice, sure. I'm not gonna wear that in public though, just walk into a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? You know what I always wonder. I'm curious about this. I can respect it. Is who he is. He's a different cat, and he doesn't care what you think. I like it. The barefoot thing, the grounding thing, has become a thing. So many people do it now before the game. I don't fully I understand it, but I don't fully subscribe to it. Like, I think that's a different level.
Yeah.
But I get where it comes from. I get the idea of it.
Well, and listen, and I get he's kind of crazy, but I do think he knows what he's talking about in terms of playing wide receiver. It's an old interview, but Joe Rogan and Antonio Brown. He asked Antonio, like, what was your secret to being such a great wide receiver in your prime? And he said it's all about your feet. He goes, it's your base, it's your speed, and if you learn how to train your feet and strengthen your feet and walk around barefoot and do all these drills barefoot, he goes, it's going to be so much better when you play the game of football.
Interesting.
So I think there is something to be said that, going barefoot, as quote unquote Matt Collins would say, nature intended, and building the strength in your feet as opposed to wearing, like shoes with like orthotics and everything where it messes up your arch. So I think there is something said for grounding and barefoot walking.
I actually wondered with you and all your training in UFC, when you transition to that sport, like you obviously are barefoot a bunch.
Yes.
Like, and then does it promote being barefoot more often?
Yeah,
just in
yeah.
general,
So MMA kind of changed my whole philosophy on it because I didn't really think a lot about barefoot training when I was in the NFL. And then I started doing MMA and the importance of a strong base, a strong foundation. So I did like all my weightlifting barefoot. I would do all my running barefoot. And yeah, I think it made a giant difference. And looking back on it, if I could go back in time and do it all over again, one of the biggest things I would change in terms of like my college strength program was doing everything barefoot.
Yeah, because don't they say that in like deadlifting and everything?
Yep.
You should be barefoot.
Correct.
Isn't that better?
Yeah, that or like wearing like Chuck Taylors with like a flat.
Yeah, something very flat
surface.
But like your normal sneakers aren't great.
No.
Like that's a real thing.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, fascinating. I think, but here's my other part of that. When and what point do you get, like, are you believe in what you're doing, right? The barefoot stuff, but then you're like so hooked on what it becomes what you are. Now you have to just play the role. Because listen, they're all phases of people's lives. I mean, it's still a young guy who might in 4 years might be wearing shoes everywhere.
Sure.
But now it's part of his identity. So can he wear shoes everywhere?
No, Brent, I don't think this is like he's going to always be like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is like
I think about
this
that
is
with
my
Minshew.
brand.
Like Minshew, does he have to live up to that?
But see, I don't think Matt Collins is living up to anything.
Yeah.
I just think like he's,
maybe not now, but maybe later will he have to?
I think he's just going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just who he is. Like, and Minshew, we talk about it all the time when I interviewed Minshew at the Senior Bowl. Like, there's something to be said for a guy who knows exactly who he is and feels like you don't have to like put on a facade for anybody.
Yeah.
And I think that's who Matt Collins is. So, like, it doesn't cost you any energy to be yourself. Now, people will perceive you in certain ways and maybe make fun of you or question you. But if you're comfortable being yourself in your own skin, that's what life's all about, man. So, yeah, I think 10 years, 15 years from now, Matt Collins will still be walking around barefoot. I think he'll still be wearing, some crazy get-ups and everything. I think he'll be happy doing it.
Yeah. People do change, though. Like, I don't know if Minshew, you kind of asked Trevor about this. Like, can you get your identity become something, right?
Yeah.
Can you get, even if you wanted to get rid of it, can you get rid of it? And especially if you're making money off it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing. I don't think a lot of us have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But I do think some of these guys actually have to worry about that. Or if they care about it. I mean, again, Trevor could never do another endorsement in his life and be fine.
Correct. Yeah.
I think he's okay.
I think he's all
it's
set.
not like he's making a living doing it.
Yeah.
But there's obviously a lot of money now probably tied to it, or maybe there wouldn't be. Who knows? I did over the summer at Pinehurst, you play the short par 3.
Yep.
Barefoot. It's a thing. And it was cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so it's like so I didn't know that was a thing there. But they have the cradle, and it's all these courses now have these short little par 3s that are easy to play. Usually have a drink in your hand while you're playing. Grab 3 clubs. You don't take a whole bag of clubs.
Yeah.
And the thing there at Pinehurst is to play barefoot. And so now it was hot as hell, but we did it anyway. But it was kind of cool. Like, it actually was fun. Right? It's just like you're in the backyard grabbing a golf club, and that's the idea of it.
Wild.
Right? But I was like, you know what? I could play.
Play around.
I think I could play around golf.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about when I hit it in the woods. But,
that's a good point.
Wow.
But yeah, and I'm not a barefoot guy. Like, Like, I can hardly walk out and get my mail barefoot.
Oh, dude, I love being barefoot.
Yeah, like I can walk on the beach barefoot.
Yeah.
But I don't really like walking on concrete barefoot, or not concrete, flat, okay, but like the paved roads, stepping on a pebble.
No,
I'm a wuss.
You know, but being honest, like if it was socially acceptable, I would go barefoot.
Would you?
Like, you feel free. Feels good. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, just think how many people in countries do it. Other countries.
Right now, my current left shoe is broken, so my big toe is pretty much touching the ground right now.
Feels
so
good, don't it?
I'm a little bit ahead of y'all.
Feels good, don't it?
So what is it? Your shoe has?
My shoe's broke.
It's broken.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes you got?
It's a Hey Dude. It's just
that's a
very
good
worn.
endorsement. Okay. What is that about?
You've been
10,000
wearing them so
miles on
much.
that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole, so
Passive
my
warranty.
big toe is literally on the ground.
Oh. Do you need a loan?
No, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Do you
supposed to get
do
your
you
old
need a
bands. You can
promo
relate.
code? Do you need a yeah?
If I did need a loan, I wouldn't go to you. But I don't know if I'd be able to go to JP Morgan Chase.
Oh.
Because they're out, man. They're out $17 million
Oh,
bucks
I
a
thought he was
year
gonna read for himself.
just for this.
Hey, we get JP
He
Morgan.
said-
If I had a
I'm not-
deal with JP
dude.
Morgan Chase, I probably wouldn't be on the show.
Dude,
I like this
I'm not
segment.
gonna lie. You said that, and I'm like, this bleep got a JP Morgan, and I'm still just chilling. I'm still just chilling with this guy's getting JP.
That would have been awesome.
Oh man,
We
I
gotta
thought
work
Joe was
on that,
going.
Hamby.
Okay, but go ahead, Hamby. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
JP Morgan Chase is paying $17 million a year to have their logo on Ohio State jerseys. This is every sport for Ohio State, so all 34 athletic teams.
It seems like a deal.
Well, considering the fact that Monster paid, I think, $20 million to be the official sponsor of the entire Big 12,
Yeah.
like for every team, Big 12.
Was that just football and basketball, or was that all the teams in the Big 12?
I think
Do
it
we
was
know
just
that?
football and basketball.
'Cause
but
that's a
still,
lot of teams in Ohio
raise
State.
your prices, bro.
Man.
Yeah, because
I
Ohio
actually
State's getting 17 just for this.
I think this is a heck of a $17 million hardly ever sounds like a deal, but it feels like that's a pretty good deal to put your brand on Ohio State.
I wonder how much money, because Culver's is on Wisconsin now.
They are?
I wonder how much Culver's paid.
Are you bothered by it at all? You guys bothered? Old school college guy, you bothered by it?
This
I'm not
isn't
gonna
that big
lie.
of a deal to me.
It's not.
I don't like it, though. I don't like it. I'll
Yeah.
be honest. I don't like it. I mean, it's different, and maybe you'll get accustomed to it, but I'm not a fan of it.
If you could, like, if we could take the actions of the Sports Jacks logo and put it on something, Jags aren't. Well, no, that's fine. If we could do with this, if we could put it on the Jags uniform, or you could put it on like the stadium, like a naming rights thing, or Miller Electric Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you think is
man.
more value? Like, where would you spend your dollars?
What are the choices again? It's
Like a naming rights on a stadium, or obviously a building mentioned. Miller Electric Center gets mentioned a lot, maybe even more than Everbank. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but it feels like it's mentioned a lot in town,
Mhm.
right? Nationally, Everbank obviously is, but or on a team's jersey. Like I wonder where
I think the
I would
jersey-
think
you-
they
you
think
see
more
the jersey
values
a
in the
lot.
stadium rights.
Really?
Well, because
Your name's being said.
your name's
Okay,
being
but-
said every time, and you also have concerts and other things, right?
But say, okay, is this Jeremiah Smith's number? I don't know who number 1 is.
Now,
for-
4 is Jeremiah Smith.
Okay, whatever. Whoever's okay. So say you want a Jeremiah Smith jersey. That patch will come on the new jersey, right?
I don't know if that would come for the fans.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a good
know.
question. I'm not sure about that,
Okay, well,
but maybe it would.
let's
just say it would.
okay, if it would, well then I feel like that's branding, man. Like if everyone's gonna buy a Jeremiah Smith jersey because he's like one of the best, in college football and trying to get out ahead of the curve, I feel like that's branding in itself. Because instead of like being mentioned on a broadcast one time a week, now like you have branding that's taking part every single day.
Yeah.
So like once again, I don't know the stipulations, but if I can get on a jersey and those jerseys are getting sold to,
That's a good look at domino effect. Yeah.
to think about it, like in soccer,
Yeah.
English Premier League,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's what it is.
Well, even the Jags, like just to say in this context, I would think overall at face value, I'm like, oh, definitely the stadium,
Yeah.
right? So if let's just say Everbank, because I think the naming rights probably got to come up again, or the new stadium. But let's just say it's Everbank. They got money to spend. I don't know what they do, but it's $5 million, something like that, for naming rights a year, probably more. But they're on the stadium. I think it's really good. I mean, again, you get concerts, you get Monster Truck, you get every time they mention Everbank, you get that beautiful drone shot. It looks really pretty at night in a primetime game, like all that stuff. But if you're on the Jags jerseys, to your point, only play 17 times. You actually go away for a little bit, and you're not, even for 6 months or 5 months, not even playing.
Yeah.
But the domino effect of seeing that logo, like all the highlights of Trevor Lawrence, all the highlights of Travis Hunter. I mean, you're basically getting all these players to endorse for you.
Yeah.
Without paying each player.
Yep.
I mean, the Jeremiah Smith's getting like $5 million, I think, in NIL. For Chase to have Jeremiah Smith with that logo on, I mean, it's not $17 million, but I mean, that feels like the value in itself with a few more players. And then, I think that's an interesting deep dive. Now that they're allowing this to see if you would take your money and put it on a stadium or put it onto something like this, you can get real creative.
You thinking jersey or you thinking stadium, Brent?
I feel like the stadium still fits more because of the concerts and everything else that goes into it.
Point. Yeah.
But I do like what you were saying because I think the domino effect, whether it's fans wearing it or actually just seeing highlights on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and ESPN and everything else, like, man, you're getting a lot of coverage there. And that might actually win. The volume of coverage that you might get on all different platforms is probably better than the naming rights. One other thing on this front, did you see it? Do you guys like this? Where UNLV is really pushing, like, buy our basketball program? Did you see that?
I haven't seen it.
They're basically saying, hey, our basketball program's for sale for like $10 or $12 million.
Okay.
I think they said. So they want the money, right, in the NIL game. So why, instead of contributing, I'm assuming like it would be just an exclusive partnership where that's a revenue source for the school. Now, I don't know what the hell else it comes with, but I'm sure it comes up with a lot of stuff, including putting your name on the jerseys, but some other perks. But that's where we're at. Like they are acting. Now, again, I think it was like a joke, but I don't think it's a joke. I think they were trying to be creative in a way of getting funding. So, and I'm almost, I think it's kind of a creative idea because in Vegas to say, hey, instead of giving us $1 million towards this or $2 million towards this or whatever the donor would be, now you have an option to actually like exclusively brand our basketball program.
Right.
Yeah,
and UNLV has like a legacy there, right?
We gonna invest in that, Brent? Brent and Austen show?
How much is to buy UNFs?
I mean, this Pac-Man machine sitting over here just collecting dust. We gonna make a move?
Anyway, that's
okay.
The world. No, that's
No,
only
we're not
like
gonna-
that's like we could sell that for a couple $100.
Brent, it's UNLV. Let's not put them on the pedestal like a Ohio State or something, right?
It's not that much, but it's still.
Well, what is
$10 million
UNLV basketball
was a
done
lot.
lately?
No, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too much. Maybe they've overpriced themselves.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Hey, that's it for a we're in Tuesday? Tuesday. It'll be a long week around here. I can tell you that. Tomorrow, camp starts.
Go.
And we will be there, of course. And it's kind of a shorter session tomorrow, so we'll hear from
Acclimation.
a little
practice,
acclimation.
huh?
It's actually the whole this next 3 days. And I told you this yesterday a little bit. I do think the heat is significant. Now, they are practicing in the morning, but there's obviously some significance to just how hot it is right now and how much you ramp these guys up.
Do we know when the first day of pads is going to be?
I have not seen that.
Okay.
I think that's more of it's probably. Here's what I'm predicting: they are off Saturday. I would say maybe Monday.
Okay.
Monday, and then Monday, Tuesday go in pads, and then you're off Wednesday. To me, that would make some sense. I'm going to say Monday. I just don't know how. I haven't looked at a while how long the acclimation process is, where you can first put on like your uppers, and then you can full go.
Gotcha.
But we'll see. I feel like the camp will feel a lot like last year. That's one thing with Liam Coen and company. All right, that's going to do it. Club 904, 2 o'clock today. Me, O'Brien, will get you set right here on ActionSportsShacks.com and all the social media channels.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil change without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue? Just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. No